Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and you can see two T25 ATs in this game. Tier 7 American Tank Destroyer, the non-turreted version, and they're both commanded by relations. On the right you can see Tilt Rat, and on the left you can see his son Max Shepard, and they're both in FILO. Game's about to start. Okay, well, I think they're both packing the 105mm gun. Yep, 320 Alpha, and this is quite an effective little tank destroyer. It doesn't have much armour from the rear, but it certainly does have a big gun at the front. And I believe the next tank up after this one is the T28, which of course is that absolute monster. But yeah, Max is dashing over to the east side of the map, trying to get into position so he can attack the enemy tanks as they come through the Zeppelin. Meanwhile, his dad, well, he's taking a more advanced position. It looks like he's rushing over to get to the hills right next door to the pass, so he can actually attack them from close range. Okay, will he knock the tree down? Yes, you betcha. It provides a little protection, but not much actually, and of course the moment he fires he will be spotted. Well, there we can see Tilt Rat's actually gone up high right next door to the Zeppelin, so he can get some early shots on the enemy. We can see a T-34 AT has been spotted down below him, and it looks like Arty's hit him as well. It's a bit of an exposed position though for Tilt Rat, so he needs to watch out, because if the enemy Arty takes a liking to him, yep, they might try to hammer him. Well, our KV-85 is taking fire. It's constantly showing hits on him. And there's a KV-2 just around the corner. So here we're going to see some action. And oh, he goes right for the weak spot, right underneath the gun mantlet. And he gets it with his first shot. But he takes a round from an easy 8. Fires one back and pulls back into cover. So he got a nice amount of damage, 318 hit points. But he took a round for 123 from that 76mm high velocity gun on the Easy 8. So that's a fair exchange, because he got more damage than he received. Okay, well, looks like Tilt Rat did the same. A big hit, and I think he got it off the Easy 8. But he's pulled back as well. Here comes the... oh, wiped out the KV-2. 304 hit points. Looks like he got the side of the turret as well. The KV-2 was aiming towards Tilt Rat. And big mistake, he totally forgot about Max Shepard. And that was the guy who actually hit him last time. Now, trying to use the gun depression. He tried, but he just got hit by the GW Panther. And I think he actually only got splashed, because that was only 45 hit points. And I think it was a near miss. But he was lucky, and he fires one back at the SU-100M1, but doesn't get it through. You can see it's got fairly good gun depression, this tank destroyer. And looks like our Arty did some, did some damage on the SU-100M1, and we picked up the spotting assist. T-34, and he's out the game, just like that. And Tilt Rat, I think, got the SU-100M1. Yes, he did. So far, it looks like Tilt Rat's got 2, or is it? No, Max Shepard's got 2, Tilt Rat's got 1. Let's get it right, because he got the KV-2 and he got the T-34 AT. Okay, EBR Hotchkiss coming in on Tilt Rat, fires one in. Unfortunately, Tilt Rat's taken some damage, and the Hotchkiss is definitely trying to get some more. He kills Tilt Rat. Can he get the return shot? Well, he does get some damage, but he doesn't kill him off. And we've been stunned by the enemy Arty again. The Hotchkiss hits us. We're backing up, but Oh, he's gone round behind us now, and he can just sit there plastering rounds in whilst we track. But the enemy, our friend the Arty, kills off the Hotchkiss because he sat there too long, made it an easy shot. So thanks to Arty for saving us. That's the SU-14-1 of Manhold. And there's that Easy 8 with the lion or the tiger emblem on it, the tiger paint job. That was a real Easy 8 that was actually in Korea. They painted it up to look like a tiger. A bit like the Ripper pattern, but better. And we have pictures of the real Easy 8 that looks like that. And that was a skin job done by Jazzy. And thanks very much, Jazzy, for sending it in to us. We really do appreciate these. They make the game so much more interesting. And it's something that Quickie Baby and Jingles doesn't have. Pictures of real tanks on their Arties and on their tanks. Skins of real tanks. That's what we love. It's authentic. And oh, the Easy 8 went down. He's gone. Wiped out. And that was another Arty kill. It was our AMX-13F3 who got him. Okay, there is 4 left on both teams. In fact, Max Shepard's lucky to be alive. He's only got 22 hit points left out of 840. He's been badly damaged. But last we saw, there's an M6 down at grid square B8. And, well, I think Max Shepard's working on the basis that he's probably going to come up this way. Try and get through the Zeppelin Pass and come around. I think I would be tempted to go hunting, even with only 22 hit points left. Oh, we just lost our M6. Oh no, we just lost our T25 AT, sorry. And now Max Shepard's the last remaining tank on his team and the 2 Arty. So he's going to have to do the spotting. Let the Arty do their job. Mind you, he's got a good gun, so he can probably do some shooting of his own. But we know there's a Nashorn up on that posing hill. We're looking in that direction. I'm pretty sure that Nashorn's still there. I'd be very tempted to blind fire that bush. There's nearly always somebody there. We're looking right down the angle that would actually hit the Nashorn. You can see that the M6 didn't stay in the grid square where he was at B8. He actually did move well over to the west side of the map. Okay, MX-13F3's coming up behind us. I think he's going to sort of like move to the east side of the map. And of course he actually will act as a spotter for the SU-14-1. If he spots anyone, we'll need to move quickly to try and help him. Okay, Max is trying to get into a position. Okay, he's crossed by the river, not gone down to the far end. And he's approaching the hill where the Nashorn was last seen. If the Nashorn is there, then he might be discovered when he shoots. It's quite useful actually when Arty does actually act as a spotter. I actually did this just recently and in a very interesting tier 8 game, and I acted as a spotter for a Borsig, and it actually helped because the Borsig was able to then take out the remaining enemy because I found one of the enemy was sitting right in front of me. I went up to find him, to get to the enemy cab, found the enemy, and the Borsig just wiped him out a split second later, and he sent me a message later, thanks for all the spotting. It's not often you get Arty spotting, but it does help sometimes. And you may have seen, oh, there's the GW Panther. He's up on the top of the hill. There we go, dialing in. Oh, takes a big round, but he's not wiped out. And there's the Nashorn. Now, Nashorn's priority target. He's aiming for our Su-14. We put one into him, but we're going to have to fire another one because he's moved and we've lost sight of him. Trouble is, he probably knows where we are. We were using the bush mechanic at the time, Rob, because he was in the bush. And there's the M6. And he's near the Su-14-1. And we haven't got a shot at the moment. It looks like he's got shots on our Su-14-1. Yeah, he's killed him. Now, if he drives this way... Yes, he does. And we put one into him. And potentially we've got the high caliber. We can probably get another round in as soon as we're reloaded. Looks good. Yes, got the kill shot. Nice. Now, no Sixth Sense went off. It might have been at maximum range. It looks like it was within the aim circles, just, but that might be outside the aim circles for the M6. So he might not have seen us. Still waiting for sight of that Nashorn. The AMX 13 F3, I think he's staying in a bush over there. And if he stays there, that's good, because then if we can get sight, here's the Nashorn. Yes! Brilliant, we were spotted, so GW Panther might be firing in this direction. We'll need to get behind cover quickly. Yep. We only stunned. That's okay. Good work. Now, it's GW hunting time. It's open season on GWs right now. I think that GW Panther will probably be a bit worried because after all he is quite a big Arty, but he does have a Panther hull, whereas our AMX 13 F3, well, he's in an AMX 13 ton tank hull, and the T25, well, that's on a T25 hull, which is an American medium tank. Now, it'd be somewhere in this area, I would have thought. Either that, if he's clever, he would have moved right to as far south as he could possibly get, somewhere onto the K row, and be sitting in the southwest corner. But the AMX 13 F3, well, he's not sitting around, he's actually going hunting himself. I think he wants a shotgun. And remember that GW, he only has to get a splash to be out the game. And I think that Tiltrat and Max both realise that, yep, he's probably in the south by now. That's the logical answer. He would be somewhere down here. AMX has searched the northwest corner, so he's probably in the southwest corner. And that's the 2-minute hooter. We really need to find him sometime in the next 2 minutes. Otherwise we're going to have trouble. Remember, you can only cap out if you've got 140 seconds or 1 minute 40 seconds. He found him! Found him! Oh, it's the enemy MX 13 F3. So they must have killed the GW. So it's the wrong RT. I thought it was the other RT, but we got hit. And now we just need to make certain of this. Yep, no problem. I thought we were looking for the GW Panther. It turned out, yes, we were looking for the AMX 13 F3. Okay, let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's an ace tank for Max Shepard in the T25 AT. He got a fighter effect, a fighter, a hand of gold for having survived and received damage from 4 different enemy tanks, a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 5 exactly, but out of the epic ones, he picked up the high caliber for dealing the most damage in that battle, and a tank sniper for doing the most damage at a range of at least 300 meters. So let's have a look at the win 8. 8491, very good indeed. In fact, that's Super Unicum standard. So let's have a look at the team score. Well, he got the highest damage in the game, 3,411 hit points of damage in this game, way above the EBR Hotchkiss, who tried to kill him with 2344 and failed, of course, because he didn't take into account Arty would be watching. And when it came to kills, again, it was Max Shepard. He got 5 kills in this game. The EBR managed to get 4. And when it came to base XP, yes, he's got the top in all 3 columns, 1,281 base experience points. And the AMX13F3, who was very good in actually spotting for us, he survived having done 1,137 hit points of damage, 2 kills, and 945 hit point experience points in that game. And special mention should also go to the SU-14-1, who got 733 and 2 kills. And I think that was the kill that actually saved Max Shepard's life when he took care of the EBR Hotchkiss. And he got 442 XP. Tilt Rat, just a little bit more than him, 944 XP, hit points of damage, 1 kill, and 474 XP. So a very good game all round. Congratulations to both Artys for helping to make this a win. And also to Tilt Rat and Max for doing a huge amount of work, putting in a pretty good carry on that game altogether. If we look at detail, we can see that Max fired 14 rounds, got 14 direct hits, good accuracy, 12 penetrations. So there's only 2 shots didn't actually pen. Damage of 3,411 hit points, of which 1,542 were at more than 300 meters. He received 8 hits. Most of those came from the EBR. A couple of them came from the Easy 8. And 3 non-penetrations and 8 hits as a result of splash damage, and the Arty just wouldn't let him go. They could see he was in a pretty open position and fairly stationary, so they obviously focused on him for that reason. He blocked damage of 230 hit points, spotted 1 enemy vehicle, damaged 80 of the enemy, killed 5 of them, and did 448 hit points of stun damage assistance. On a premium count, he earned 54,855 credits, got 50,000 for completing the mission events. I think that's Veni Vidi Vici. And total came out at 104,855. And after repair, ammunition, resupply, he took away 94,985 credits from that game. He received 2 bonds, one for getting the high caliber, one for the tank sniper, and 1,921 XP times 4 for the first victory of the day. Took away 7,686 experience points altogether. So, very, very good game there with his dad. He did end up carrying the team, so to speak, towards the end, and with the help of the AMX13F3, who was doing all the scouting for him, and I'm not sure how much in the way of scouting damage did he get. Only actually damage calls for the assistance, so he did 355 spotting assists during that game, I think. More damage assist, actually, more stun assist. But yes, thanks to that AMX13F3 who was willing to do the scouting, which is a great help for tanks when they are low on hit points towards the end of the game. And it's something I've done quite regularly, and it does pay off in the long run. Even if you get killed in the process of scouting and finding the enemy tanks for your teammates, once your teammates find those enemy tanks, they can deal with them pretty promptly and win the game for you. So if you enjoyed that video, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. We get great replays all the time. Replays you won't normally see on channels like Quickie Baby or Jingles or any of the other guys. Mostly because these replays come from Arty players, and Arty players don't get treated very fairly by those other channels because, of course, they don't like Arty. We do. So, all the more for us. Thanks for watching.